Wonderful Monday, Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day, another beautiful Monday to celebrate life and those around us. And let's take a break from writing. My son just said, oh, I'm writing a 10-page paper. I said, look, honey, I'm writing a 100-page paper. So look, we're both busy, but let's take a break. And this is, a great book that I found at the library. When We Say Black Lives Matter. Yes. And it's written and illustrated by Maxine Beneba Clark. Oh, this is going to be great. I hope I have the right lighting for this. When I see a glare. Okay, it's better. Okay. Just a little teaser. When we say Black Lives Matter, a black child's parents explain what the term Black Lives Matter, Black Life Matter and Lives Matter, plural, means to them. In protest and in song, in joy and in sorrow, I see this picture book as an act of Black love. I was inspired to write and create it when thinking about how to explain the concept to the young African American kids of the diaspora and my extended family, living in over 8 different countries, across the world, including America, Australia, Germany, Barbados, and England. This is by Maxine Beneba Clark. Well, thank you so much. We are ready to delve in to see what you have to say. Oh, it's a beautiful gray day, but we did not want any white glare, so let me make sure that. Oh, let me see it. If I hold it close, because I'm not trying to go outside and read this on the porch. Well, I'll just try to angle it. Okay, let's see. Oh, look at this. And yeah, that's probably the plastic giving that glare. Hopefully you can see this. Beautiful artwork. So she wrote this and illustrated. Little one, this seemed like this is a song. Little one, when we say Black Lives Matter, we're saying Black people are wonderful, strong, that we deserve to be treated with basic respect. Come on. I was so energized from going to Rainbow Push Saturday. Not only to celebrate the founder's birthday, his 82nd one, but so many powerful people in the room. Oh my goodness. So many inspiring. You had the mayor of Chicago and so many more. Founder of Aerial Capital, John Rogers, and so many pastors, Stephen Muncie. But really listening to Freddie Haynes. What I'm saying is there's so many sources of inspiration and pride nowadays to reinforce the message that you really matter. Keep hope alive. And you are valuable no matter what color your skin is. So even though this is Indigenous People Day, look, this is for everybody who is breathing, who has had a life, who is with us or no longer with us. They are to be celebrated. Okay, that we deserve to be treated with basic respect and that history's done us wrong. From birth to the end of school, in joy and in sorrow, on the trumpet and the djembe, at home and in the community, a Black child's parents explain why Black lives matter. All right, this is going to be beautiful. Look at this artwork. Oh, for my family and yours. Look at this. Look at the colors, the purple. Ah. Can you see this? Little one. When we say Black Lives Matter, we're saying Black people are wonderful, strong. Yes. That we deserve to be treated with basic respect and that history's done us wrong. That's the truth. You can't erase history. But we have a chance to correct right now. Little love, when we call out Black Lives Matter, we're saying walk with us, raise your voice. Tenor, baritone, alto, soprano will make a jazz howl of a noise. Yeah, we raise our voice with what other and instruments we have at our disposal, outside, inside. We use the devices that we've been given. When we scream out Black Lives Matter and we march against falling night, we're saying enough is enough is enough, and we need to put things right. Just like I just said that I was at a place, at a church, but Rainbow Push headquarters, I think that used to be a Jewish synagogue, that building. It doesn't matter. There are people who are still walking in lockstep with the movement. Darling, when we sing that Black Lives Matter and we're dancing through the streets, we're saying fear will not destroy our joy. Defiance in our feet. My dissertation is talking about different types of emotional conditions. We know about the ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, but there are so many others that have come up. ODD, oppositional defiance disorder, and CD, conduct disorder, and IED, intermittent explosive disorder. Well, one of the traits of IED and ODD is defiance. Now, there's a good defiance. There's a good, when you're standing up, that you're making a stand for that which is productive to improve the quality of life. That's good defiance. We're not talking about the rebellious, chaotic, destructive type of defiance. So we have defiance in our feet. Yeah. That's the type that is pro-social, that helps others. When we whisper Black Lives Matter, we're remembering the past, all the terrible things that were said and done. We're saying they trouble our hearts. When we sob that Black Lives Matter. We're saying trouble still stalks to this day. Yeah, it does. More than ever. That we've seen it monster in the shadows and must all help drive it away. All of us have a part to play. My sweet, when we bellow Black Lives Matter, we're saying ain't no freedom till we get ours. This reminds me of the painting that I made many years ago of those courageous college students, first from, I believe, North Carolina A&T College, with the Woolworth counter boycotts, where they refused to eat, but they sat in the seats from sunup to sundown, and people would throw ketchup and coffee and sugar, and they just stood there, and they would pull out their books and they would study. And they said, we refuse to move until we get served. And they did that day in and day out, and other college students joined them. But this reminded me of the dignity when they are just sitting there erect. And then we can think of so many other, I have a painting of the Little Rock. It was Elizabeth Eckelford, where she's in the front just trying to get an education, and all the people in the background. Oh, you're making me get it. This, you're familiar with this. Yeah. You see that dignity? And all those people, get out of here. Go home. So there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. But you just know that you stand in the strength of those who came before you. You're standing on their shoulders. And all Black folks still suffering will stand with you. We vow. Yeah, because Black Lives Matter. When we smile, Black Lives Matter. We're raising our spirits high. We're saying we are here and we are enough. Black, beautiful, brave, my child. When we laugh, that Black Lives Matter, that's the ancestors inside. Oh, we just talked about that. Those are our people. Huh? Oh, you're making me work. You're making me work. Come to remembrance. Think about your ancestors. My ancestors' wildest dreams. Yeah, that's my mommy and daddy. Yeah, Priscilla and Wazelle Murph. They sacrificed a lot so that we can take advantage of what we have now. That's why we don't shortstop and shortchange. A thundering on the djembe drums and guiding us steady to rise. Isn't this a beautiful book? Look at the illustrations. It reminds me of some Jacob Lawrence paintings, illustrations, geometric, faceless. Yeah, very good, very good. Reminds me of some of the inspiration of mine. Yep. Go on, girl. I was inspired by Jacob Lawrence and Leroy Campbell, some other painters. When we know that Black Lives Matter, then, darling, we know our worth, our value that can't be taken away. That we are as precious as every soul whose story has journeyed the earth. Ah. Look at this. Look at this beautiful stained glass. No justice, no peace. I can't breathe. Girl, you have made a masterpiece of this book. When we see you, Black child magic, your radiant Black shine. We hear you. We hear your Black Lives Matter. Yes. And we know we'll be all right. Hey! And I just texted my son. I was like, for me to include you in my dissertation introduction, I was like, what are your immediate plans, short-term and long-term after graduation? And he just texted me. I was like, what's your major, minor? He said psychology, biomedical sciences, data science, with a plan to stay on campus, perhaps, and to apply for medical school. Come on now. That's what I'm talking about. Speak it, and we know we'll be all right. So, son, dedicated to you and all the other students who are aiming for success. This is a picture of Maxine and just a little biography of her. She's an award-winning Australian writer and slam poet champion of Afro-Caribbean descent. Her poetry and short fiction have won several prizes. Go on, girl. And she lives in Australia. So much more about her. Girl, thank you for inspiring us. Thank you, sis. And know that, yes, all lives matter, but we want to make sure that we are honoring what is within us so that we can do great things. So we don't have to settle. We don't have to settle for anything. So I honor those who came before us. Rosa Parks, Ida B. Wells, Ruby Bridges, and so many more. All right, enjoy this day of commemorating and celebrating.